Hello, Titan Zed here. Back to do another video review. This time I'm going to be reviewing Construct Bots. They're Transformers Construct Bots, Autobot Hound. I hate when they do that. Yeah, this is Hound. Um, I think he sits somewhere between or at least this vehicle mode sits somewhere between G1 and Fall of Cybertron. I think somewhere in that purview. I think. Um, I actually really do like this figure. Um, it's not absolute best, but I really like that they tried some new things. We got a ton of new parts with this guy. Um, my only complaint is, well, is that these back sections where you can put the cannon are a little loose. Like, the pegs were so loose, I had to put a little bit of tape in there just to stiffen them up so they wouldn't rock around so much. I kind of wish you could connect these bits somehow. Like, they could have given you another piece. Now, the instructions say to use the gun, but they push them so close together, then it's awkward for it to roll. But yeah, I do like this figure. I will admit, I do really like... that kind of works. I do really like this figure. I like the fact that they didn't wuss out and they gave us both the holographic projector and his gun. So I really enjoyed that. That's probably the one complaint I always had with the Classics Universe Hound, is that all you had was a holographic projector and you didn't have the gun. So glad to see they listened to us after that. Vehicle mode, again, not too bad. Go ahead. Take these off. Come on. There are a lot of new parts on here. There are some parts also we've gotten before, but that's okay with me. They do try some new stuff. I think they originally intended to try with the first set of scouts with Construct Bots, but then decided not to do it and saved it. And I'll explain that in a second, what I'm trying to talk about. Turn those around. And as before, the transformation's exactly the same, except it's a car rather than a jet. Plug that back in. Now, the one thing that does bug me, he doesn't really have a really accessible port to place the holographic projector on his shoulder. Unlike with Wheeljack, who had those lasers that could fold off with that kind of bridging piece, they don't give you that. Instead, they have pegs here on the shoulder, on the top shoulder. I leave it on the shoulder right here, because when it's on top here, it bangs against his head. But yeah, lots of new parts here. I think these are new. I know the chest piece is new. I know the front part of the truck is new. But here's something really cool. This is what I was talking about earlier. When we saw some original shots from, I think, either BotCon or New York Comic Con, we saw an Ironhide figure who had that inside shoulder piece and something similar to this outside shoulder piece. They had it on the Ironhide figure and they had it on the Starscream figure. Apparently between that convention and final retail, these parts were stripped out. But I guess they decided to use it for the Elite class sets and for Hound, which is really awesome. I really like this idea of extra parts that can be put onto top of the regular armor as well. I hope they use these parts again for other figures. If there's only one other... I guess you could say this is more of an OCD complaint. I wish they would have had a central peg instead of the pegs on the side. That kind of bugs me. Also, it is impossible to get that Autobot symbol out of there once you put it in. It is just way too tight to pull back out. If anything else that bugs me is these bits. they kind of dangle a little too much, and they feel more kibbly than what a construct bot should feel like. But other than that, now I will show you something cool. Take the holographic projector, take his regular gun, and you can combine these into one large weapon. That is awesome. I really enjoy that kind of function in the toy. That is really cool. I don't know if Hasbro did that on purpose or did that on they did that on purpose or on accident, but either way, I think that's really awesome. I'm glad they put that in. Now, again, I don't have too many problems with this figure. It's mostly just kibble issues and OCD problems that are just mine. But other than that, I think he's a great figure. I do really like the head. That actually screams Hound. I really enjoy that head. If you can find this guy, I would recommend picking him up. He's a pretty good figure. Good luck finding him, though. I saw Hound once. I have not seen him since. Or maybe I did see him since, but it wasn't here in the city. I might have seen him when I was out of town at a convention. Was doing some shopping for the hotel room. But other than that, I haven't seen him in the city for a while, but he's probably now going to start popping back up now that the holiday season's over and people aren't just running onto the shelves and grabbing everything they can see. But, yeah, still pretty cool. So, until next time, this is Tight Zed saying I'll see you when I see you.